obviously 10 weeks ago we had our little incident, and when we were in the vets, it was fairly doubtful whether he was going to make it through the night. He was struggling to breathe because of his injuries, so we were rushed to 2 vets in the end on blue lights, and after a 4-hour operation, he came out looking very sorry for himself, and so we still had probably another 2 or 3 weeks until we were absolutely sure that he was going to pull through. And then of course we had no idea whether he'd be able to be in the position that we're in today, where he's now a fully licensed police dog. And the steps that we've taken to get him to the point where we're at today have been all at his pace. I've never pushed him into anything he didn't want to do. It took him 2 weeks probably to even pick up a toy, but once he did, he almost threw it at me as if to say, "Come on, Dad, it's time to get on with it."
David and Police Dog Finn, it's great to see you back. You'll all be aware of what happened to Finn a number of months ago, and you can see he's recovered really well from that. And it's our great pleasure to say, following a period of further training, Dave, which I know Finn's been through, we're now in a position as of tomorrow evening, I believe it is, will be the first operational shift back on duty, and we're obviously delighted that that's the case. We recognise Finn's had an enormous amount of support from the constabulary and the community.
So, I started his training at a very basic level, a very sort of puppy level, and he would get to the stage where he would say, "I think we need to move on now, Dad. This is a bit easy," and he absolutely smashed his training. He was at a very good level before all this happened, and I would say that he's back at that level, if not slightly better, probably due to the fact that our bond has got even better than it was, if that was possible. So to have him at the stage now where tomorrow we're looking to go out on the street for a couple of shifts, a couple of night turns, has been absolutely amazing, and I'm very proud of him. So out in that field, starting from the yellow pole over there, I've laid a track for Finn to follow. Now most people, when you look at that field, it just looks like an empty field, but to Finn there's a line of scent that he's going to have to follow, and this is what we would use on the street for him to try and track offenders or missing persons or suspects. And on that track are some items that have been discarded as well, so it could be stolen items, it could be lost items potentially. And then he'll make his way to the end of the track, where on the street potentially there could be an offender or a missing person hiding.
It's great to see Finn back, and great to see him back in action as of tomorrow. So it's great news, but also I think a testament to actually people generally, not just locally but nationally, the amount of response we got and the amount of emails and tweets that I got. I mean, we had a petition over 100,000 people around this. I think it just shows how much we in Britain love our dogs and our animals, but it's just great to see both David and Finn back in action.
So to have the level of support from friends and family has been amazing, and he wouldn't be in this position now if I hadn't have had the support of my family and colleagues and members of the public as well, because I struggled for quite a while after the incident to deal with it, but seeing that support and seeing him get better has been a huge help for me and my family as well. And so I think it's quite amazing that he is where he is at the moment.
We sometimes forget actually that not only the dogs, but actually the police officers on the front line, and what happened was a particularly nasty incident, and I know that Dave also was injured in it, although you make very light of that. The dog was grievously injured. It's surprising, frankly, that he's still with us, but he is, which shows what a fighter he is, and he'll be back out on the streets tomorrow, which is brilliant news.
Yeah, we've got 2 shifts tomorrow and Wednesday, so he's very much looking forward to it, aren't you, Finn? Definitely the best Christmas present. Yeah, I don't need anything this Christmas because I've got him alive, and B, he's back doing what he and I both love doing together. We would just like to take this opportunity to thank the public for their support. It has been overwhelming. We've had messages from Honolulu and Canada, but also in the town where it happened in Stevenage, and all over the country from members of the public, dog section, police staff, you name it. The support has been absolutely phenomenal. And we've used that support as well to raise money for certain charities. At the moment we're raising money for guide dogs for the blind. So we are desperately trying to turn his huge negative into any positives we can. And I think you'll agree that him being back to work is a huge positive. I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy Christmas, but I think we'll leave the last word to Finn.